the world held its breath. On May 25, 2025, an announcement rippled across global news networks. China and Taiwan, locked in a decades-long standoff, revealed a peace agreement. This wasn't just a minor concession or a temporary ceasefire. It was presented as a comprehensive accord, a framework for a new era, one that promised to redefine relations across the Taiwan Strait. The implications were immense. For generations, this narrow body of water symbolized one of the world's most dangerous flashpoints. The threat of conflict loomed large. It cast a shadow over regional stability and global economics. Military exercises were common. Rhetoric was often heated. Now, suddenly, there was talk of peace, of shared futures, of mutual respect. The initial report seemed almost unbelievable. Was this genuine? Or was it a mirage in a complex geopolitical desert? These were the immediate questions on everyone's lips, from presidents to everyday people. The agreement, brokered after months of intensely secret negotiations, took even seasoned diplomats by surprise. Few knew such talks were even happening. The secrecy itself was a masterstroke. It prevented spoilers and allowed negotiators space. The details began to emerge slowly. They painted a picture of compromise and bold vision. To understand the magnitude of this agreement, one must look back. The roots of the China-Taiwan conflict are deep. They stretch back to the Chinese Civil War. That war ended in 1949. Mao Zedong's communist forces took control of mainland China. They established the People's Republic of China. Chiang Kai-shek's nationalists retreated to Taiwan. There, they established the Republic of China. Each side claimed to be the legitimate government of all China. For decades, this division defined the relationship. Beijing viewed Taiwan as a renegade province. It vowed to bring the island under its control, by force if necessary. Taiwan evolved into a vibrant democracy. It developed a strong sense of its own identity. The One China principle remained a major point of contention. It was a diplomatic tightrope walked by nations around the world. Many countries acknowledged Beijing's position but maintained unofficial ties with Taipei. The Taiwan Strait became a symbol of this uneasy status quo. It was heavily militarized. Miscalculations were a constant fear. The United States played a complex role. It formally recognized Beijing in 1979, but it also committed to helping Taiwan defend itself. This policy of strategic ambiguity aimed to deter aggression. The breakthrough, sources say, came from an unexpected direction. Taiwan, under its new leadership, drafted a bold peace proposal. This wasn't just a rehash of old ideas. It contained several key initiatives. Initiatives designed to address core concerns on both sides. The first major point was a mutual non-aggression pact, a formal commitment to renounce the use of force, or the threat of force. This was a foundational step. It aimed to build a basic level of trust where little existed before. Secondly, the proposal outlined a framework for enhanced economic integration, but with a crucial difference from past efforts. This new framework emphasized equitable partnership and mutual benefit. It included provisions for joint technological development. It also proposed shared environmental protection initiatives for the Strait. The idea was to create interdependencies, to make cooperation more attractive than conflict. It focused on tangible benefits for people on both sides. Another critical element was a proposal for a trans-strait dialogue mechanism. This wouldn't be just for high-level officials. It envisioned multiple channels of communication. It included academics, business leaders, cultural figures, and youth groups. The world was stunned when Beijing agreed to seriously consider Taiwan's proposal, and even more so when they accepted its core tenets. This marked a significant shift in Beijing's traditional stance. So why the change of heart? Analysts point to a confluence of factors. Internally, China's leadership may have faced growing economic pressures. A prolonged period of slower growth could have made stability a top priority. A conflict over Taiwan would be economically devastating. Peace, on the other hand, could unlock new avenues for growth and cooperation. Externally, Beijing might have recognized the diminishing returns of its assertive foreign policy. Its wolf warrior diplomacy had alienated many countries. It had pushed some closer to the United States. A peaceful resolution with Taiwan could dramatically improve China's international image. It could position Beijing as a responsible global power, a peacemaker, not an aggressor. This could be particularly appealing as China seeks a greater role in global governance. There could also be a legacy component for China's current leadership. Achieving a peaceful understanding with Taiwan would be a monumental achievement. It would secure a place in history far different from one achieved through conquest. The announcement on May 25th sent shockwaves through foreign ministries worldwide. The initial reaction was cautious optimism. The United States welcomed the news. The White House praised the courage of leaders, but stressed verifying the agreement's details. There was a sense of relief, tempered with understanding of challenges ahead. Asian neighbors had varied yet positive responses. Japan expressed hope for lasting peace. South Korea echoed similar sentiments. Both nations indicated they would remain vigilant. Australia called it a historic step. They offered support for reducing regional tensions. European Union hailed it as a victory for diplomacy, emphasizing resolving disputes peacefully. Developing nations welcomed the news. Many saw it as a positive sign for global peace. Despite the initial euphoria, significant skepticism surrounds the accord. Decades of deep-seated mistrust cannot be erased overnight. Hardliners on both sides may view the agreement as a betrayal, or as a tactical error. In Taiwan, some worry that the deal concedes too much. They fear it could be a slippery slope towards unification under Beijing's terms. They point to Beijing's past actions in Hong Kong as a cause for concern. Can promises of autonomy and distinct systems truly be trusted in the long run? In mainland China, nationalist voices might see the agreement as a failure to achieve the long-held goal of reunification on Beijing's terms. They might perceive it as a sign of weakness. These internal political dynamics pose a real risk. They could undermine the agreement before it even has a chance to take root. Public opinion on both sides will need careful management. Leaders will have to sell the benefits of peace. They must convince their populations that this is the best path forward. The practical challenges of implementation are also daunting. The agreement outlines a framework. Even with the undeniable risks and challenges, the May 25th Accord represents a profound moment of hope. It is a testament to the power of diplomacy. It shows that even the most entrenched conflicts are not immune to change, or to the courageous pursuit of peace. For too long, the narrative surrounding China and Taiwan was one of inevitable confrontation. This agreement shatters that narrative. It opens up the possibility of a different future, a future built on cooperation, not conflict. The potential benefits are enormous. A peaceful Taiwan Strait would unlock vast economic potential. It would boost regional trade and investment. It would allow both sides to redirect resources, away from military spending and towards pressing domestic needs, like healthcare, education, and environmental protection. It could also foster a new era of cultural and scientific exchange, enriching both societies and building bridges of understanding for future generations. This is a powerful incentive for success. This agreement could also serve as an inspiration for other regions plagued by long-standing disputes. It demonstrates that bold leadership and a willingness to compromise can break deadlocks. It highlights the importance of innovative diplomatic solutions that address the core concerns of all parties involved.